Hello. Welcome to Denoted, your flavor show. What I look. Let me fix that real quick. How's everyone doing? Started a little early. Was getting antsy. How's everyone doing? I spent the last hour working on the mic, so it should be essentially, hopefully, perfect. Probably not. But anyways, before we started, I figured I'd try it out and tell you what I'm drinking. So today's coffee is from Honduras Honduras Coffee Company. And where is it? Where is it? Do. Oh my god, you're gonna make me go all the way here. It is a pumpkin creme brulee. I didn't realize they had so many different flavors. I would have had it up and ready. It looks like they added some last I got. I mean, I ordered this a while ago. Here it is. So I got this one just because a little pumpkin, and it's pretty good. It's not like flavored typical coffee. It still tastes like coffee. Has like a dark roast kind of to it. I like it. Pretty good. If you wanted to check it out, you can check them out. Here is my Patreon if you want to go. Always pinned. But yeah, anyways, we're going to try and get into this. This ain't going to be fun. So I pulled up the old Noted to get kind of like a ballpark of some flavors that I'm gonna forget. If I forget anything, just bring it up. I don't know. If not, I might miss a couple. More than a couple, I'm assuming. Anyways, hope everyone is having a good weekend. Let me check my audio before I start, because nothing would be worse. Right? Hey. Yep, sounds fine to me. All right. So yeah, it is going to be a longer episode. Which yeah, let's just get into it because it's gonna take a while. Because there's a good amount of just regular cereals. A lot of these weird ones I don't have the names of. I mean, I don't have the flavors. Um, like all these triple O's, I don't have that I can think of. A single triple O. But we will go over the big ones and every single one I can find. Uh, yeah, should be fun. Cereal, I always hate saying this. I don't have every single cereal. Like, when I look at all this, it kind of scares me. I probably have close to around this much. I would assume I would have 20 to 30. But I don't have a deep dives worth. So beyond this episode, you'll have to do like more research because like Triple O Cocoa Stones V1, like what? I mean, yeah, you can find it. The thing is, Triple O at VS kind of like they scare me, man. You're paying that much for a 10, and through my experiences, anytime it has a V or anything like that, it's just been awful. Just me though. All right, let's start right here. All right, so is it perfect? How does that look? That looks good. That looks good. Nice, nice. I organized it all. Tried to make it all boxy. All right, so TPA Berry Crunch cereal. Um, a lot of people don't like this flavor. I mean, do they? I guess they do. I haven't seen it used a lot. And I remember when I first started, I heard a lot of flack about it. It's not that bad. I mean, what is it supposed to be like a Captain Crunch kind of vibe, right? Cornflakes? No, yeah, that's what I thought. So it's supposed to be the uh, Captain Crunch berries. I'm not even gonna try to. Is it Double Crunch berries? So it's supposed to mimic this. The berries from oh, it is Crunch with the C. Oh, and it's Captain with the C. What? I'm having some what do you call it? Well, Captain Crunch berries is what it's supposed to be. It's not too bad. It has kind of at high percentages like 5 where where I tested at originally it has the berries kind of chemically per se. But if you use it around 2 to 4, that berry note doesn't get that chemical note, and it tastes pretty accurate to a Captain Crunch. Berries, Captain Crunch berries. It does have kind of, in my head, like kind of like a knockoff brand feel to it, but it's fairly close. Hey Eddie, hey Linda, thanks for joining. Hey, managed to catch live, man. Hey, no, it's okay, Eddie. I think with the weather warming up, uh, people are gonna be out or asleep. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, welcome. Thanks for coming. But yeah, this is a really good one. It's not overly sweet, which I really like. You can kind of add to it. It's pretty bassy at the same time, but it's not overly anything. So you can kind of push it to the limits or add to it. Um, I like it. I think it's a pretty solid Captain Crunch berries. Um, I don't want to say you could create your own, but I mean, if you wanted to create your own Captain Crunch berry cereal, there's not many options, and this is not that bad of a start. You know, in the future, I bet you there will be better, but for now, pretty good. Ah, cereal 27. Everything goes well with sugar. Well, oh, I got the flavor mixed up. So cereal 27 is like legendary flavor. Uh, I've used it all the way up to 5%. Honestly, like I haven't worked with it enough. I've enjoyed what I have got. Uh, from the single flavor test, what do people get? I get like kind of like a generic cereal. Like I don't even get a specific kind of brand. I don't. It's just yeah, like it's just kind of like a grainy, uh, kind of oaty cereal base start is what I get with it. Kind of like maybe cornflakes, I guess. I don't even see anyone. I see one cornflake. Okay, it doesn't. I guess people are getting the same because I don't see any kind of brands. But it's kind of like a generic kind of uh cornflake kind of base, or maybe like a honey nut Cheerios without the honey nut, like a very basic kind of lightly sweetened cereal. Um, yeah, I AP kind of additive thing. Like it's a really good flavor or base or start of a cereal. However, when I've mixed with it, I haven't been like I'm proud or astonished or amazed by it. I just thought, all right, that's good. Um, I don't even know if I've ever even mixed to the point where like it is where I felt like sharing. I highly doubt it. Oh, I have one. Okay, how did that come up? How did that come up? Maybe if I search 27. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had anything that I felt proud enough to share with it, which has been kind of a disappointment. But as a single flavor test and uh, what it does, I haven't been upset. It just hasn't done exactly what I want, or like I said, been proud enough to share. Um, but I do like what it does. The mimicking kind of the texture and kind of its neutral kind of starting base. Maybe in the future I'll work with it more. I feel like this flavor is a little outdated though. I just feel like if you're looking for a cereal, there's a lot better out there now. Yeah, like I feel like there's like I don't think Serial 27's bad, and I think it's paid its due and yada yada yada. I just it never was the end all for me. It was never a perfect flavor, but it was good. I'll tell you what though, I really like the pumpkin creme brulee with. Let me show you what I did. Tangent time, but he's here, so it's okay. So I did this. I just really wanted a basic kind of strawberry thing, and I was really scared of adding this Hankson. But I put it really low, uh, and I liked how it turned out. I just wanted to give a blue hue to the strawberry to kind of complement those green notes, and with the pumpkin creme brulee, it's really good. It like makes it pop. Anyways, 027, great, yada yada yada. I have I have this flavor. I haven't worked with it enough. Lucky Leprechaun cereal. Uh, I get a good amount of Leprechaun, not a lot of Lucky. Just kidding. I get a lot of like the oat. What is Lucky Charms? Oats or whatever that is. I don't get that much marshmallow, which kind of disappointed me. Um, I did test it at 5, I have not been yet to mix with it. I actually got this the last year of Denoted. So it's one of my newer per se flavors. So I only had a chance to single flavor test it. And I got a general Lucky Charm base, but I didn't get as much marshmallows. Like we're talking about you accidentally ate uh too much of the marshmallows, and now you're left with like one marshmallow per 6 or 7 of whatever the crappy ones are. That's kind of what I got, where you're getting mostly the part you don't want from Lucky Charms. I mean, they tried to trick us to eat some good and whatever, but I was kind of disappointed. But at the same time, I feel like if they added their own marshmallows, it would have sucked. Does that make sense? So I'm kind of glad they didn't add a crazy amount of marshmallow. I'm pretty sure someone tastes marshmallows. Marshmallows are very light on my palate. They kind of just give almost an air texture, like a lightened up thing. They don't really, I don't get much out of them. But then again, I'm not using SSA at 11%, so maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know. But in this, I kind of like that because you can add to it. I haven't gotten to add in a marshmallow or whatever to it, but I kind of like that. You can choose what you want. Which in DIY you want them to go under instead of going over because you can always make it better or customize it to your liking, but you can never take away from what they've already done. All right. Uh that's what it's called now. I don't Is this the regular one without the berries? Cuz I know a lot of these have changed their names. I don't remember it being called this. Well, if that's the case, this flavor I don't like. It sucks. Compared to the regular berry, or not the regular, but the berry one. But I don't remember Crunchy. I don't remember that name. I know I had the TPA Captain Crunch berries and then TPA Captain Crunch. I don't remember it being called Crunchy. However, I do know Flavor West TPA have gone through name changes, if I'm correct. Uh, yeah, not that one. Breakfast cereal. I don't have this one. Crunch cereal Flavor West. Uh, There it is. There it is. See what I mean? There's too many. I was like, I swear I have this one. So Crunch Fruit Cereal Flavor West. I've done it at 3 to 5%. Uh, I haven't mixed with it as well. As you can see, I like cereal flavors. I just never got around. I just always, when I go to mix, I don't think of cereals, and it annoys me. I should. I just don't know. Like when I go for it, it's like, all right, I want cereal, and then I start to create it, and then it just doesn't turn into a cereal. I'm like, well, I shouldn't even add cereal to this, and then that's what happens. Crunchy fruit cereal, which I am assuming is supposed to be kind of like Captain Crunch Berries. It it's kind of like that. It's definitely like dollar store, like not it may be Amway. Do y'all remember Amway? Maybe it's kind of like that. Uh, it's not like god awful, but it is bad. Does that make sense? Hey, Illuminate. But I don't. It's weird. It's kind of like a flavor that you like when you eat some, and you're like, and then you're like, no, that wasn't that bad. It's kind of like that. It's a 3 out of 5, which three whatever makes sense. Um, I I prefer TPAs, of course. This one's not that bad. I just haven't been able to work with it yet. It has pretty. It's it like I said, it's Amway compared to like Captain Crunch or whatever, and it's definitely lacking a little bit more body, a little bit more sweetness. It's definitely like a step below TPA. Oh God, are we on it now? Now a couple steps down, about 14 floors, then dig a hole for 14 miles is Crunch cereal. Not a big fan of some of Favora's cereals. This one was very disappointing. There's also another one that I was very disappointed in. We'll get into that. Crunch cereal, you get what it's supposed to be, Mr. Captain. All right, it should be just called crap cereal. Um, it's bad. It has this like, what kind of off note is it? It's kind of, I guess, kind of like watered cardboard. It's got a weird kind of funk to it that both of them. We'll get into them. Um, but it's bad. Yeah, I don't have breakfast cereals. Are you talking about this one? I hate this ad thing. Where did it go? This one? I don't have this one. At least I don't remember. Probably do. Are you saying I should, or I'm supposed to, or I have it? At this point, you would probably know better than me. Do I have it? I don't think I have this one. Is this the new one? I don't think I have this one. That's why I skipped over it. Am I supposed to get it? Is that what you're saying? Are your notes down here? They don't. I should have just done alt find. You're not in here, Linda. Yeah, you're not in here. Well, I don't have it, unfortunately. But if you're saying I should get it, what does breakfast cereals even mean? Sorry for going over. I saw juice junk here. Vaping on a Pulse RD, but really like grainy, nice grainy flavor, but a bit light, not off notes. Grainy is coming through a bit more. I can see this being a good addition to cookies and night grain. 2%. This reminds me of flakes and honey bunches of oat. Ooh, it's grainy, a little sweet, and some wheat to it. 6. That makes this at a percentage to push limit is very grainy and a little dry at this percentage. 2, depending upon what you do. This is much better than AP. You guys ever see Juice Junkie? I've never, all respect to him, I've never mixed that I can remember any of his recipes, but his notes are fantastic, and they tend to be in depth and very accurate, at least matching to my palate. And I mean, he tested this, God, almost what, 8 years ago? Almost, we're closing in on 10 years from that now. I mean, not really, but to me, I'm rounding up. That's 10 years away. We're not that far. All right. Are you saying I should get one? Dirty socks. Who has dirty socks? I don't. I don't have it. I thought it was like the new release that I might have had. Where were we? Ooh, sweet cereal flakes. Now, the only thing that upsets me about this is that's a damn lie. It's just lightly. I mean, like lightly frosted flakes. It's like Slim Fast. It's like Slim Flakes. Slim Fast Flakes. But yes, some to that nature or funnier. Um, it's it's good, but when you mix with it, it's a little weird. It's got like it's a little bit too. Uh, what do they even do to them? They bake them, they fry them. I don't know, but it's a little too crunchy. You know what I mean? A little bit too crisp. That's the word I was looking for. A little too crispy. You fried your chicken a little bit too long there, TPA. So it has a little bit too dark, if that makes sense. But beyond that, it's fairly accurate. It's not sweet though. I have to emphasize because I'm pretty sure there is some generic frostiness to it, but it's so light that it's almost just a standard kind of flakes, like corn flakes, uh, instead of frosted flakes. Um, I'll get it. I'll get it when when money's better. And speaking of money, no, I'm kidding. Um, Yeah, I'll get it next time. I mean, if is it better? Well, to someone who is neutral, which is better, breakfast cereal FA or cereal 27? Which is better? I don't hate cereal 27. I'm just a little bit disappointed in the child. It hasn't amounted to much in life. It's done okay, it brings home the money, but you know what I mean? Listen, Linda. That is true. But every now and then I do. Back in the day, I used to. So I should get breakfast, breakfast cereals, whatever it is. Almost said breakfast. Breakfast. But yeah, sweet cereal flakes. So like, we have to compare this to the new, like before us. This was my favorite because I really liked that it didn't have overly frostiness. So you could kind of do whatever you want. If you wanted frosted flakes, you could do that. If you wanted cornflakes, you could do that. If you wanted whatever cornflakes with some strawberry, it was all right. Sweet crunch is good, but not crunch. Where was it? We'll get into that. We'll get into that. Don't worry. Uh oh, I think, do I have this? I swear I have a honey puff because I really want a honey bunches of oats, aka I really want to get it and then never make it. But I do want the honey. I doubt I would even add this honey. It's EPA. All right, so I was right. I don't have triple O. There we go. So I have this one. This is Honey Circle Cereals by TPA. What percentage is this? 3? I did it 3 and 5. This is supposed to be allegedly. Uh, I got this because I thought it was Honey Bunches of Oats. I didn't see the circle, but it's not. Obviously, it is what the Honey Nut Cheerios. Allegedly, uh, it's okay. A lot of these are just okay. They're not like god awful, but like if we're talking about Honey Nut Cheerios or honey whatever Honey Cheerios, Honey Nut Cheerios. HNC. Okay, if we're talking about HNC, the accuracy, it's kind of off brand. The honey is a little weird, and that's being nice. Oh, don't bother with FA. Okay, then why did you bring up FA? I skipped over it because I don't have it, and it sucks apparently, so that's good. Uh, but honeysuckle cereal is mid. I mean, that's very nice. I mean, the circle part, which this just sounds weird, but the circle part, fairly accurate Cheerios. Got the kind of OD weedy kind of crap, you know. Drive safe, Linda. The honey part, it's just it's halfway there. It's like 50% of good honey, and then it's like another honey comes in. What the hell's going on? You're in like a vibration. What does that mean when you hear a vibration in your voice? Am I about to faint? What's about to happen? That's a new pain that I didn't know of. Vibration. I think it was in my nose. Like when you put your head against the window? Right. That's why you got to get the. You know what I'm talking about? You guys know what I'm talking about? The thing? I think you can get it. Um, car RDA drip. This. Oh, oh, God. I'm not lined up. Oh, where is it? Yeah, it's the Easy Drip. I just saw it. Easy Dripper. Yeah, you get one of these. Yeah. So you get one of these. I don't know exactly where to get them, and I probably can't say it, but it's an Easy Dripper, I believe is the name of it. And you attach it to, I think it's, you can it on, or you put it to the mirror, and it attaches somewhere. I think it's the on, right? And then you just take your RDA, and it goes up into this tube, and you just go, ooh, 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 give it a little jerk, and then it dispenses uh, whatever you got in there, vitamins. Uh, so yeah, if I mean 30, I've seen them on, like, back in the day, Fast Tech and all that, or 2F Vape or whatever. I've seen them for like $5-10, so you can find them pretty cheap. But yeah, that is really useful. Like, especially, I recommend that if you're a trucker, and you don't like RTAs or squonking, then you're set. But there you go, fun fact. You know what else is a fun fact? Honeycircle cereal, TPA mid. Uh, is this gonna be one of those episodes where at the end I just don't like cereals? Starting to feel the hate for cereals. I don't know why. I just don't like TPA anymore, just because I talked about it. However, this one, okay, I got a lot of notes there. Uh, yeah, just it. This one I enjoyed. Uh, so I'm learning I'm not strawberry blind, but strawberry limited. I get a super light, crispy baker-esque strawberry, followed by a delicious semi-roasted white rice puff cereal, similar to the famous Three Dudes. The marshmallow adds some sweetness, but overall I don't taste it as much as I notice its presence. It's fairly light, but stronger than the strawberry. Yeah, the strawberry you get in this is pretty cool. It is like freeze dried. What is that the proper term? The freeze dried. The ones you get in cereal, like the fake ones, the ones that are terrible. I don't like them, but I like the taste. But I don't like the texture. Like when it's in a cereal, like I'd much rather just chop my own strawberries and bananas on there. But the flavor off of it is good. I do like that artificial kind of freeze dried fake, but it's not kind of thing. This is pretty good. I think I haven't tried their, that I can remember, their marshmallow cereal kind of regular, if they have one without the strawberry, but the one with strawberry is good. I do like it. This is the one that I've been trying to work on, a strawberry banana one. Haven't got around to it. Shocker. But a really good one from Beryllium. What is it? 5? Yeah, 3 to 5. I've pushed it up to 6. It does. I don't think you need to. It gets a little roasted. Too much roasted bakedness. Yeah, and it doesn't have that greasy note. A lot of rice flavors, regardless of if it's bakery or authentic or cereal, greasy. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Speckled flake cereal. I don't have that, but what the heck does that even mean? What is a speckled? Dreadful one shot, over sweetened and terribly speckled flake. Okay. Okay. What is it supposed to be though? What are you supposed to be, sir? Honey sweetness. What? Don't. Y'all hear what happened to Gene Hackman? Dude, that's so sad. Light and fluffy baked corn cereal with hints of honey sweetness and a creamy finish. That's just, is that like honey cornflakes instead of frosted cornflakes? Sounds cool, but it's not rated high. Puff cereal frosted. I can't remember if I have this. I do have a puff. Which puff do I have? Dude, I hate the cereal names. That's why I don't like it. It's like, how many puffs? Let me find a puff. No, right here. Oh, is this puff rice? Yeah. Uh, I mean, I might as well go over this just for the hilarious opening line here. So, puff rice, chef super concentrate, RIP. Unsweetened Rice Krispies used to torture criminals in jail. It has a greasy note as well. Not on top of that, it's used as torture. On top of it, it also has a greasy note. Light cardboard, nothing memorable whatsoever. I don't see it as a viable cereal as well. It's lacking the body of a cereal. I don't see how you would use this besides being a layer. But even then, I'd rather go Flavor West or TPA. So yeah, that's terrible. Puffed rice. I gotta find the notes for that. Let me find them. How's everyone doing, anyways? Message. All right. Search. Corn. That's not how you spell corn. No. Popcorn? No. No. Is this even? What was it called? Let me search rice. Okay. There we go. All right. So this one was nice. Uh, I remember it pretty well. This one gave me like a chocolate, like, let me find it for y'all. Chocolate Rice Krispies. This is the one that's with the P. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Cocoa Crispy. Now, I don't know why, but I get like a slight cocoa note in there, which I guess is why. What this is not what I. No, I didn't click on you. Hold on. Distraction. Click the wrong one. How do I unadd a flavor? How do I unadd a flavor? I haven't done this in forever. This is how you unadd a flavor. You go to your flavor stack. You search the flavor. You find the flavor of cereal frosted. Delete. Boom. I don't know if I need to get that one, but all right. Where were you? Puff rice noms? Yeah, noms. All right. So this one gave me like a chocolate rice. Okay, chocolate cocoa crispies kind of vibe. Or chocolate rice krispies. There's also chocolate rice krispies. Uh, but strawberry cereal, if I'm correct, uh, this one still is available somewhere. Yeah, it's still available. It's on sale right now. I would highly recommend just get a 30 because um, beryllium is typically 4 to 5%. Uh, and you never know what their flavors. I don't think it's on clearance because if it was, it would have been long gone by now. Because we talked about it on Noted, OG, Noted. It was on Noted OG. It was on Noted DX, and it's been on this show. It's been denoted noted a lot. But yeah, you can still get here. And by the way, that right there, a great price right now. Jesus, beryllium should always be in the TPA price range. It should never be like Flora, Jungle Flavors, Inaware price range. It should be around, you know, this this should go up to Capella 299, 399. That's about normal. But yeah, you can still get that one. Uh, yeah. So back to this one. This is uh, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but it was kind of threw me off because it gave me kind of a cocoa vibe. Not even a chocolate, but kind of a cocoa Rice Krispies vibe. And I did enjoy it. I tested all the knobs at 2. Might have been overshot, and that might have been an off note that I was getting in it, but I enjoyed it. Ooh, where were we? Zero speckle. Here's this. Oh, this one is bad. Um, uh, the like this is like, you know how everything nowadays comes in a cereal form? Like, oh, you can get this milk in cereal. You can get this candy bar in cereal. You can get this donut in cereal. You know what I mean? And everything's in cereal. This is like a cleaner company. It's like, hey, we're gonna make some tricks. Not even tricks. That's insulting to tricks. It's gonna make some like generic five fruities flavors cereal, right? And they made a cleaning product out of that. And that's kind of what this is. This is definitely one that I like without a doubt. Like I will rarely say this, but don't get this flavor. This one in crunch. Some people like the crunch. Um, I'm not one of them, and very little do. I have never met anyone that likes this flavor. Uh, Please, if you do like this flavor, in the comments after the video goes up, not right now, because I legitimately want to talk to you. Uh, why is this good? How is it good? What do you get on your palate? Because for me, it's just straight cleaner, off note kind of city, like every bad artificial thing you can think of. However, I don't know how this would do in bacon. I feel like maybe it would work in edible form, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if you want to add some tricks flavor to your pledge or something. It's not good, my mans. Where are we? There's so many that look alike. Are we at sugar? Yeah. All right. So I tested this on, I can't even remember. I think I tested them on 4 on the OG or Noted DX. Uh, I can't remember what I said. Working with this flavor though a little bit more. The It's not too bad. I get like, what does everyone say? Frosted Flakes? I get Frosted Flakes kind of vibe off of it, right? Or flakes. Uh, right out the gate. Stereo 27. Yeah, I mean, it's got that grainy kind of. I get kind of like how you get corn pops. There you are. Yeah, it's some kind of like very. I can see corn pops, but like it's like corn. It's some corn cereal. At least we got that right. I don't know cereals like the top of my head. They generally taste the same except for whatever you add to it. You know, like berries or sugar, whatnot. This one is good. It's definitely got a little bit more sugary element to it, obviously because of the name. So it is like frosted or whatever. I get kind of like frosted flakes or corn or what honey corn flakes, some kind of off-brand kind of thing that makes it unique to its own. I like it. I like what it's done in mixes. Uh, it's pretty good. It's better than Cereal 27. I mean, I can see Cereal 27 being in there because it does have like kind of a grainy darkness to it. But overall, I like it. I want to mix more with it. I've had a couple recipes that I liked. I didn't love. However, what it's done in mixes that I've mixed with, I've enjoyed what it's actually done. There has been other parts of the mix that hasn't done what I wanted, but itself has done well. It's pretty good as a base. Um, I still can see people preferring 27 over this, but I prefer this one. This is much more 2025 type cereal flavor. You know what I mean? Like it just seems to be more clean and well thought out. Uh, However, it's unique. The closest one I could relate it to is cornflakes, but it's kind of its own identity of a cereal. You know what I mean? Like I can't. Maybe it's like I know they're American, but maybe it's like a Canadian cereal. I don't know, but it's definitely a unique cereal. Now, I'm not saying like it's the guanabana of cereals. Like this is so unique, but it's definitely a cereal I've never tasted. But I've enjoyed it. It's a little bit different in mixes. That's why I kind of like it. Single flavor test is a little rough, but when it mixes, I've enjoyed it. It's kind of crazy too that it already has 300 recipes. This one I almost got, but it was out of stock, and I'm kind of upset seeing how it has 4.5, you know, stars. But I don't know what the heck. Captain Cereal. Ah, the Flavor Wizard. This one you can't get anymore. I won't go too much into detail. I think I still have it. I just don't mix with it. So the Flavor Wizard was a company out of Florida that was very, dude. I mean, it was a big loss. People don't understand, but it was a big loss. You could buy base there, Nick flavors, bottles. It essentially was E6 City before it turned to Jungle Flavors, or you know, uh, a one-stop shop. It had deep dive of Inaware tobaccos. It was literally where I got most of my For Pipe series. Um, or at least for my pipe series knowledge, I had to restock from other places. But it was a major loss on at least on the East Coast, because it was literally on the East Coast. It was BCF and the Wizards. Like that's just where you ordered from. How I did it back in the day was BCF was flavors, and I got all the I used to get Nick and Base and all the odd flavors from Flavor Wizard. So it was a great company, and they had like 5, 10, maybe 15 flavor one shotty flavor concentrates things. Half of them were terrible, half of them were bad. This one was okay. It's kind of like a electric Captain Crunch, like if Hankson made a Captain Crunch kind of cereal. You have to use it around 10%, 5 to 10, something like that. I don't know if people have recipes. There is some. Wow. But you can't get it anymore, so it's not that great where you should, go to the end of Earth to find whoever has it left. But it was okay. It was a good cereal. They were a good company. Now we're about to hit hard city trying to find stuff. Damn, is that it? I'm sorry, I'm lacking on cereal flavors, y'all. Let me talk to y'all. Yeah, Nam's um was definitely a refreshing 4 weeks. I mean, it was more than 4 weeks. It was about, at least for me. We all tested different ways, but I think it was like 8 to 10 weeks for me. I was testing like anywhere from 1 to 5 flavors a day, and then trying them again, and it was a lot of work. And yeah, with no kickback, we just all we got were the flavors. Um, yeah, don't worry, I'm not gonna forget about them, Shane. And yeah, they had that line, and it was refreshing because it was a lot of work, but the thing that kept you going is like, damn, when am I gonna get a bad flavor? It was very rare. Yeah, I can get that, Eddie, kind of like a cereal bar esque. Oh yeah, there's hoops. All right, so now we're gonna go off the rail because I do not want to miss anything, and this should cover the rest. If you want to check out the OGs, episode 172 on the Dodd channel, as well as they have the non-fruity and or well the fruity one, 171. These are easy to find. The OG one from I can't even remember what episode is. One of the earlier episodes. The comments are down, so I can't check on that. Now that being said, I'm probably not gonna have a lot here. There's one. Let's search circles. Got a couple of those. And then let's go to BCF. We'll go to the concentrated flavors. By the way, BCF. You want to get stuff for your coffee, stuff for your beer, stuff for your candles, stuff for anything DIY. This is the place to go. They're out in North Carolina. Small company. So remember, Wizard Lab, small company. Bye bye. BCF goes. You know, we're done. We're done. I mean, we'll be okay, but man, it's gonna suck. It's gonna be awful. Literally, they got pretty much all U.S. All right, where are ya? Where are ya? Where are ya? Where are ya? Sweet Crunch, load that up. Let's do the fruit circles first. So these are all gonna be. How many do I have? I have 3. We already went over that one. Okay, these are the same. Okay. Right? Fruit circles was milk. Fruit circles. Okay. Wait, that was the wrong company. There's too many fruit circles with milk. Okay, so Pearlium is down here. Then it has a regular fruit circles. Then there's TPAs with milk. I don't have with the milk, but I have the without milk. Knowing them, probably neither has milk. I'm pretty sure neither has milk. I don't have any triple O cereals, Eddie, unfortunately. At least that I think of. I thought I had Honey Puff, but it turns out I had Pearlium. Was that right? I can't keep track. That's what you saved me for. Is you you helped me keep track. I don't even know what I got. But no, I don't have any triple O's for cereals. Honestly, I'll be frank. I'm too scared and they're too expensive. A deadly combo leads to me not wanting to try them. But I think it's a good excuse not to try them. Like, too expensive, too risky. And also, I have a rule. Not really a rule. It's just a judgment, an assumption that anytime there's a V or a number, just a number, besides 50-50, disclaimer, asterisk, besides 50-50, if it has 50-50, you're okay. But if it has V1, if it has number 4, if it has V47.8B, it's not good. That's my philosophy. I don't know how factual it is, but based off my research and aka Dave being tortured, I mean, let's find the first V here. Triple O, Honey Puffs, no. Cereal bars, baked, no. Alright, so all the way down here, V2. And back in the day, he actually ranked them. That, well, I'm guessing. I'm assuming. Yeah, so that's my like philosophy. Now, of course, I'm pretty sure someone out there likes V2, blueberry, or whatever, or what may the name be. But through my research, as well as trying a certain amount of numbered flavors from Triple O, they're awful. I think they're more on the lines of like bacon and stuff. I don't know. That's just me. I do know they make some good flavors, yada yada yada, but I just never found a V1, V2, V3, or whatever. And they do it regularly. It's like, why do you need 4 versions? Are they too lazy to name it? Like blueberry candy, blueberry juice, blueberry fruit, blueberry cough syrup. I don't know. Have we even talked about this flavor? I don't even know. At this point, it's pretty good. It's okay. 3 to 5? Yeah. 3 to 5% fruit circles. What is this supposed to be? Whatever circle fruit you want it to be. Because that's what it's going to be. It's not Fruit Loops. It's trying to be. It's close. I mean, it's like Fruit Loops, knockoff, of course, but it's pretty authentic, pretty close. It's not terrible, but it's missing a. It's definitely Dollar Tree or Amway or some kind of off brand. It's not the best circle, not the best Fruit Loop, but I don't think it's god awful. People give it a 3.5. That's about right. Maybe 3.75, somewhere around there. It's missing a couple of steps from being better because it's not authentic, it's not overly sweet, and it doesn't really match Fruit Loops kind of flavor. So it's kind of its own identity, which kind of makes it kind of lame. Now, the best one out of the bunch is definitely Fruit Circle's Silverline. This one, to me, they give it a 4, so it's a little bit better. I don't test it at that. I've done it 3 to 5, and it's pretty good fruit. I like it because it has that artificialness that you want. It meets that artificial flavor that Fruit Loops has pretty well. Now, it is artificial, so that means you might get off notes, something like that. Sorry, but I like it. I think it's good. Yeah, Fruit Loops adjacent is what I would say for the other one. This one is like Fruit Loops parallel. It's pretty on point. The hardest part of Fruit Loops is that artificial chemical fake crap, that flavor that it has. Uh, Steam Engine, I think it was Steam Engine Loops? Yeah, was it Loops? Steam, where's the old bottle? I don't even know. Was it Steam Engine? I can't. Was it Steam or Stream? I thought it was Steam Engine. Wait, did I? No. I can't find the old bottle. This is the brand because I remember the logo. Uh, but Steam Engine back in the day made a really good one. There was also, which this one was from like a small company. I don't think, yeah, Courage. I don't think you can find this anywhere. I'm pretty sure this company lived for about 2 minutes. It was on Sample Box. Uh, Maybe you can get it now. No. Oh, no, it's sold out. Makes sense. Um, this was like a blend of different kind of what layered and buttermilk. No, it was literally just a blend of different cereals. It was fantastic. R.I.P. to them. They were so small. Uh, but I think that's those two companies use this. They might be a little bit too old of companies to use this. I don't know if it lines up time wise, but um, really, it's. I think this is the closest you can get to just plain Fruit Loops, and by plain I mean no milk. Just you're eating straight from the box, which I kind of like because I can add my own milk, which is not going to be FA, and enjoy it. Haha. If he was watching, he would get upset. Let's see if he watches the replay. That was a jab at you, Fiddy. Now make a comment. Hopefully he doesn't show up, because then that ruins the whole point. Where was I? Where's Perlium? Perlium? I have the one with milk. I wouldn't know. Why do people not like this? There's not that many people. Terrible flavor. Went very dark in color and tastes like dry cardboard. That does not sound like it was. It sounds like there was a problem in the bottle or something. Yeah, one. So it looks like 2 4 stars and 2 1 stars. This might be the problem. I tested it at 4. Uh, I did not get a cardboard out of this. Now it's freaking me out. Did I get a cardboard? I don't think so. I don't think so. From what I remember, I got another off brand. Now, let's rank them. Cap is definitely number 1. Number 2 is Fruit Circles. I don't have the one with milk, but it looks like it's on par rating wise. and then it's fruit circles with milk. Now, I don't think it's that awful. I think it's around the 3 and 3.5. It's off brand. The person had it right. It is a little dry. I don't get any cardboard. However, I think this one is a little bit passable. Uh, I feel like Perillian made another good cereal, but I can't remember it. Let's just go. First off, I can't believe I spelled that right. Never spelled them right. I feel like there was a top one. Maybe I'm thinking of that. Simply Cake. That's one y'all need to get. I'm telling you, if you can source Simply Cake, get it. Miller wafer with milk. Thought they made another one. I don't know. I'm losing track. Alright, so we were at Circles. Let's see if there's anyone here. Okay, where was I? Was I on this one? No Triple O. I can't. I might have Mullenberry Classic Cornflakes. I can't remember. So, if I remember correctly, yeah, it has to be this one. How many people gave it that? Okay. Yeah, I mean, what, Mullenberry gave it 5 stars? Really? Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. It was a decent, from what I can remember, cornflake, but super dry. Like, absurdly dry. Crunchy. Too crunchy. So I would pass on that. To the point where I don't even remember if I still have it. Probably do, but I've never worked with it since. Bad. We already went over it. I feel like I had this one, but I don't remember. Breakfast cereal based brick cereal, crunchy cereal, classic oat flakes. Let's do flakes. Do. Fruity Flakes. All right. So, Flavor West names change all the time. Okay, at least it's too many times they've changed it. Now, I have this one. It's supposed to be. What the heck is this? Do I have Flakes? Flavor West. Flavor West. Is that the name? No. Let me see if I can. Does anyone have the OG name? I'm confused by the name. It's been Fruity Flakes since 2000. Okay. What was the ones that changed? It's just weird to me because it's like there's one that was. I'll find them. If I do, I do. See, the problem with them is they always change their names for legal reasons. So it's like, what is it named now? Now, apparently this one has stayed the same. Fruity Flakes. Fruit Loops. It's apparently based off the notes, but I've always got like just a generic kind of cereal out of it, like corn and oats, like kind of deal. Pretty good. It's ridiculously sweet, which is why I don't use a lot of Flavor West ones. I tried them as a single flavor test, and they're just ungodly sweet. This one is no different. Now, all their cereals are kind of, how do I explain this? All their cereals are pretty much similar. They're just like overly sweet, and then kind of they try to get kind of close. Like imagine the ballpark is here, right? And that's where cereal is. Well, what they do is they walk like a couple blocks away, and that's where they do it. Okay, you get what I'm saying? So like they're they're outside the ballpark, but they're in the same area. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I envision them as the troll and the original Musketeer, no, original Robin Hood, that big guy. That's kind of what they are. You just kind of walk around. Um, I they all got a generic kind of sweetness and like off brand kind of cereal to them. So I don't really like recommend them. They're not terrible flavors, but like if you want what you want out of a cereal, they're not that good. They're just kind of I would use them honestly as a cereal sweetener. Take it down to about 1% and just using them all Flavor West cereals as kind of just like a sweetener. Um, yeah, and your coils would like that too, as the guy mentioned. Did we do sweet cereal flakes? We did that. We did that. We did that. Uh, I want this one. Oh, this one. Wait. What? I have SSA. But why is it not in my thing? SSA. Is it flakes? It's corn. We're just searching corn. Okay. Cereal. Okay. Okay. Mm, oh. All right. So I this flavor's not that bad. Who gave it? Dang, a lot of people don't like it. Dang, Frontster and SD don't like it. Whoa. Whoa, they don't like it? These are not the oats you're looking for. Yeah. Cornflakes enough? The red oat flakes. This one has been barely a hint of any oats. I've hit long and hard for the oats. Ah, so their complaint is they don't get a lot of oats. So what I get is kilo oats flakes Kellogg. Where is it? They have so many. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like so they have one like honey bunches of oats kind of deal. It might be even honey bunches of oats that does it. So what I get is kind of like frosted flakes with little pieces of oats in there. Now, when you look at the name, you're assuming oats to be more prominent. To me, it's kind of little bits of it. You don't get them as much as the corn flake kind of note. Now, I don't know what percentage they test at, but 1 is the highest I would go with this. I've tested it at 2, and it's a little bit rough, harsh, and yeah, I did not like it. Um, but around 1, it's fine. I don't think it's that bad. I think yeah, it is lacking the oats in there, but it kind of gives you that like honey bunches of oats, like this is supposed to be healthy kind of cereal, and it's kind of a good starting point. I don't think I don't think I mixed with it. Yeah, I haven't mixed with it, or at least publicly. Echo Dub likes them, but I enjoyed it. It's not like a perfect flavor, but I don't hate it. What's up, hippie? All right, that all right. So done with that. Where were we here? I think uh Rice Crunchies. Rice Crunchies. It has a roasted part of the Rice Krispies. It has a grainy texture and a little bit of greasy AP note. Greasy slash AP note. It's very light at 4%, not sweet whatsoever. However, in the recipe, it does fairly well at what it's supposed to be. It lacks brightness, but keeps the texture of rice that Krispies have. And that's about right. So it's got that greasy kind of note in there, which is kind of abnormal or not typical of Rice Krispies. I don't get any kind of greasy kind of note in there. Um, it does match the rice and the roasted part fairly well. Not enough marshmallow in this. That's the problem. Not enough sweetness, not enough marshmallow. And it has the grainy texture, but it's lacking a little depth. Uh, a lot of people love this because it's kind of supposed to be Rice Krispies, but to me, it's a little too burnt, a little bit too crispy. It's like instead of three of them, there was four or five, and we only need three. And let's face it, how much they abuse each other, there should probably only be two at this point. Someone needs to call HR. It's okay. A lot of people love this flavor. I seriously think it's in the 2 to 3 range. Like a 2.5 to 3 is where I would put it. I think it's usable, but I don't think it's accurate to what it's supposed to be or what you would want. Uh, yeah. What I've mixed a couple recipes. Jams mixed with it. Oh, uh, this is the only time I used it and I liked it. I think that's what I was talking about because I took those greasy notes and I put them to use. And here at this point, it kind of gets masked. And that's kind of where I would recommend it. And as you can see here, this name right here is kind of what made me think of that. If only I could find. Oh no, toast, snap, crackle. I can't find pop. I would have to add pop. No, pop's here. Snap. There's no snap or crackle. But at least you got a couple the right names. But that's where I found it to work because all this grit just maximize or overpowers that greasy note. Uh, but I mean, I wouldn't recommend that to the normal person. But if you are in the backos, it does all right. I guess we could go over it now. Utilizing this in cereals, I don't think it would excel there. I don't think it's a good flavor to begin with. I think uh, what was done with that rice recipe by Alfred Puddin was just absolutely amazing because it's a terrible flavor and he somehow made it work. And that's like the only time I've seen it work decent. But at the same time, I think what makes that recipe also hurts that recipe, which is this flavor. I feel like if you had a better rice, maybe like a Thai sticky rice or some from VTA, maybe that would work better. But in my opinion, I don't think it's useful as a cereal. Some people have done that in the past. I just don't think it's useful to begin with. I don't like it. It fades, becomes mushy, and loses all its texture. So I think the negatives far outweigh it. Now, if you're a shaken vapor, then yeah, go ahead, fuck it. Oh, I actually have this flavor. I totally forgot. What else is new? What's going on, chat? A penis for sure. This is like tantric sex for caramel. The caramel you get is so delicious, similar to the caramel on a bakery, almost cinnamon-like. One of my favorite caramels I've tried. However, the Rice Krispie part is lacking. There's a bit of grain, but there is no rice. The marshmallow is bright and visible, but the rice part is basically non-existent. In all avenues, I want more. I want maybe if I bump the percentage up above 3 where I tested it. It's not bad, but what you need to boost the caramel as well as fill out the body of the crispy, it's good, but leaves you wanting more. I should work with this. I think this is another one that would work in backos. You never know. But yeah, this one was good, but I wanted more. And I'm testing it at 3, and here it says 2.4. But it wasn't a bad flavor. No off notes from 2 and 3%. So gotta work with that. How many flavors can I forget that I have? Oh my god, I have this flavor? Oh, oh god. Alright. Wow, so after trying TPA, this is much better at achieving the goal. It has less texture than TPA, but it also has the marshmallow that TPA doesn't. It's brighter as well and seems to have even have the sticky outside layer. Overall, I definitely prefer Flavor West as it is brighter and closer to the accuracy of what it needs to be. Could use some extra sweetness, but still above threshold of TPO. Yeah, I don't remember these flavors. What else is there? It's funny how as you go, sometimes your opinions on flavors change. Like I used to like certain flavors and then kind of grow old of them. Or something better comes out. I was Shindo, not Alfred. Apologies, Shindo. Alright, I think that's it for rice. How's chat doing? Do I have this? At this point, I don't know. That's from the rice episode, which is crazy that I have that many rices. That's funny. I have so much rices. That's it. Okay. Oh, we gotta do Jack's. Jack's is terrible. Let's just do Jack. I know we'll get Pazzo, but Apple Jacks, Flavor West. Alright, so I'm gonna warn you. Okay? Similar to Fruit Loops. Even worse. Off the top of my head, there's only one good Applejack. So just heads up. And on top of that, Applejacks have some of the worst flavors. Now, when I first started, I wanted Applejacks. Who doesn't want Applejacks? Top 10, right? Top 10, maybe Frosted Flakes. Not Frosted Flakes, Frosted Cheerios. Circular cereals. It's in the top. I mean, it's Fruit Loops Jacks. Which one do you want? Do you want 5? Do you want 1? You can also get frosted. You can also get chocolate. You can also get honey. Okay, there's a bunch there. Apple Jacks are good, or supposed to be good. So I got this. First or second order. Super ecstatic. Excited and ecstatic. Everything with EDs at the end. I was. Uh, then I tried it. It smells better than you would assume. It's got a slight chemical smell to it, but overall you get a Jackie kind of vibe. Then you mix with it. The only percentage that's good to mix this flavor at is 0. If anything, negative. If you could somehow make the concentrate disappear percentage wise, if you could do -5, like just make it evaporate, I would recommend. I won't even use this as fertilizer because the plants might move to the next door neighbors. Might just go underground. They'll get rid of rodents, that's for sure. They won't die, they'll just not want to live anymore. So Apple Jacks tastes artificial, duh, but has a very unique cinnamon note in it that is, I can't think of a similar cinnamon. It's a very bright cinnamon. And then the apple part that you get is a green apple for sure. Sweet, no tartness or sourness to it. Artificial up the ass. It's kind of like eating fall. If you could eat fall and not have a pumpkin in it, that's what it tastes like. The plant's gonna move next door for sure. I mean, I think it would be good rodent repellent. I really do. It's a terrible flavor. How it got up to 3, Flavor West should get an award for. I don't know how, unless Mullenberry's voting on them too. Yeah, one one of the worst flavors. Chemical off note. Too dark to be Apple Jacks. Too burnt. There's no pros to this flavor. I don't even know what to say that's good, except at least they got the name right. But pass on that as quick as you can. I know you're in here, buddy. I know you're in here. What's triple O's called? Not triple O's, caps. It would, well, duh, it would be under. No, there was. Where's the apple? Ah, there we go. Called snacks. There we go. So is that what it's called? It might, fruit circles. Cap, 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 cap. Apple snacks. Okay, so it has to be that. Okay, mine's playing tricks on me. We're all over the board here. This is hard. I should have hit up. Odie. Like, yo, you have that list. So this one is the best. I mean, there's not a lot. I mean, there is a lot if there's Apple hoops. There's a good amount, but I don't have a lot. I only have two, I think. This one's great. It has no milk. Both of them don't have milk. Heads up. Um, uh, hey, Fiddy. But it's got the right brightness. It's got the right cinnamon. It's a little bit different of a cinnamon, but it's close enough. The apple part of it is fairly authentic. If we're going for 100% accuracy, how accurate it is to real Apple Jacks, I would say it's in the 90% range. No milk. So without milk, it's in the 90% range. The cinnamon is a little off, but the brightness of the apple and the overall cereal is there. Um, it doesn't have the darkness that Flavor West has. It has a good amount of sweetness, but you might want to add more, so don't be surprised there. But it's a great flavor. What percentage do people use this? 5. I wouldn't start there. I've tested it at 5. I would recommend starting around 3 to 4, and then work your way up if you want. It's not a bully or anything, but I think it does enough at 3 to 4% in most recipes that you don't need to add that 5. Um, at it's pretty filled out. There's not much more you can do to it. Uh, so you can push it, however far you want, but I would still start low because I think it does fairly well, especially for Capella around 3 to 5, 3 to 4. Um, but yeah, I like this flavor. Almost love, I would say. All right. So I think we've finished all of these. Now we're on the fruity. If there's a flavor I've missed, please bring it up. Uh, Apple snacks is great. I like how you did that. That's like the multi. I don't even know the correct word, but joke. 'Cause you got Frosted Flakes and you got Apple Jacks. What was Apple Jacks commercial? Like, I don't remember Apple Jacks. I remember Apple Jacks commercials. I don't remember like a person. Like I remember Tricks the Rabbit, the Leprechaun, the Captain, yada, Apple Jacks commercial. Who was the mascot? Oh yeah, it was this crazy guy. Yeah, one was an apple and one was the cinnamon stick. Yeah, man, taking me back. These were really weird as a kid. I don't remember the stick. I remember one of them disappearing eventually. Oh no. I remember this. Isn't that what's her name? Yeah, they didn't really have like a mascot. Like they did, but they didn't. They didn't really excel on that. That's kind of funny. All right, so we can go over Sweet Crunch to get out of the way. Um, well, maybe I should search Crunch just in case. I mean, I doubt there is more than what I have gone over. Done it, done it, done it. Cinnamon Crunch. Cinnamon Crunch is one of the good ones. Did we do that one? We did the bad ones, which was the Crunch and the Tricks. Cinnamon Crunch, okay. Is it the best cinnamon toast? There's not a lot of good cinnamon toast out there, but I think by default it might be the best. It is a little dry. 1% is where I would start off with. I don't know why I think through longevity the percentages have gotten a little bit exaggerated due to single flavor tests and trying to push the limits of Favora. I would recommend starting at 1 with this flavor. The cinnamon note in it is good. Oh, I'm too high. Sorry. The cinnamon note is too good. No, I'm just kidding. It's good. I like this flavor. I think off the top of my head, I can't think of any other good cinnamon toast crunch flavors. Once again, missing the milk. There's that. But cinnamon crunch is good. It's a little dry. Once you add stuff to it, the dryness kind of goes away, but just you gotta work with that and be prepared for it. Overall, I enjoyed the flavor. It's got a real good depth to it. Real good accuracy to cinnamon toast crunch. It's slightly like off brand, but you can get it. It's got the cinnamon note that is in cinnamon toast crunch. The cereal aspect, it's almost there. It's not perfect. It's kind of like maybe a little bit too crisp or crunchy, but overall, really good flavor. And I think that's the only other besides sweet crunch. So sweet crunch Favora is supposed to be frosted flakes. I think it's probably the most accurate frosted flakes. The tone is a little bit too dark, but in accuracy wise, it's good. Some people were saying it was supposed to be different cereal. I can't remember what people were getting out of it. But I always got a frosted flakes kind of deal out of it. Overly frosted, if anything. But I love this flavor. I've mixed with it a couple times. It has done what it's supposed to do and what I wanted it to do. Sam and Linda have worked with it a lot. You see a lot of people here have worked with it. I guess I didn't release a public recipe, which is not shocking. But I've liked what I've made out of it so far. 1 to 2%. I pushed it up to 2%, but like I said, I recommend starting still, even this one at 1. Fairly accurate frosted flakes. Like I said, it's just a little bit too dark and a little bit more frosted than regular frosted flakes without being overly too sweet. But I love it. What did I miss? Yeah, 90s. Yeah, that was very 90s. And those commercials were weird, though. I mean, it didn't stop me from eating Applejack. And the one thing that stopped me was Tricks. Uh, I didn't eat Tricks a lot because I knew the rabbit wasn't real, but I was like, I can't. Why are you being so mean? Just give the rabbit some cereal. Like come on, kids. Like I just thought it was like poor morals. Like this rabbit, like he's beckoning you. Like just give him a cup. You don't even have to give him a full bowl. He's a rabbit. Just give him like a cup. And you can't even do that. You can't. Oh, you can't. Did you pay for it? No. Your parents. Go get your parents. Your parents would give the rabbit some cereal. First off, it's a rabbit that's talking. So we should probably talk to this rabbit. Try to figure out. Hey, bro, why are you talking? Um, can I have you as a pet? Can we be friends? I have more cereal. Tricks ain't even that good. I got some Lucky Charms. I got Fruit Loops. I got the best, which is Fruity Pebbles, and they're not abusive to rabbits. Just saying, just saying. I don't know. As a kid, I knew it was a joke and it was like ha ha ha, but I felt like it was kind of cruel. I don't know. It just rubbed me the wrong way. So screw you, Tricks. That was the most mentally damaging thing as a kid, not that weird Apple Jacks thing and all the weird commercials. The commercials were weird in the 90s. That one always hurt me. Just give the damn rabbit some food. Oh, it's just for tricks. It's just for kids. That's BS. Because I saw my parents eat a bowl. Okay, so why are you lying to me? Oh, Santa's real all of a sudden now? Shut up. Sweet Crunch by Favor is good. I recommend it. They will feed rabbits. I guarantee. Ask them. Ask them if they would feed a rabbit that was talking to them. Rabbit talks to me, I'm feeding it. First off, impressive, Mr. Rabbit. You get some food. Let's go down this. See, look at all this. Look at all this crap. Oh, V1, V2, V3. Apple Crack cereal. I think that's it. Interstellar. What a cool name. I think that's it. Oh, there's rings. Forgot the ring. Need to do rings. There's probably a ring that I have. Here's the other one. Maybe I don't have it. Or maybe this is the one that changed the name. I don't know. I have two from Flavor West. I don't recommend any cereals from Flavor West, really. They're just overly sweet. And as I said before, they're overly sweet, overly generic. I would use all of them as sweeteners. Some people like them, but they ain't my thing. That's it. I think that's it. Is there anything we missed that you can think of in chat? Maybe do oat. I don't think there's oats that I have. Oatmeal raisin, that don't really count. Oatmeal, I mean, that don't count. I don't think so. And it's not that good. Yeah, that's it. Ah, yay. We did it. I don't know how many. I'm guessing that was 3 or 4. Fruit rings. Have I mixed with it? That's the key. Is this the name changed one that I was thinking of? It's not. Did I say it was horrible? Oh, it's not bad. It's better than the other one, but in general, I think they just excel as sweetener for cereals. I think that they're too generic and off-brand. You get what I'm saying? Like they're not terrible, but the worst part about both of them is the overly sweetness. Like they're just coil killers, and they can easily just overtake a recipe with what was it got sucrose or whatever it has in it. But I would say it's right around there, like the 3 to 3.5. Like it's not terrible, but I think where they both excel is being just a sweetener. 1% added to your Fruit Loops or Flakes or whatever recipe is going to be, and I think it will be okay. I just never have made a recipe that I really liked uh, with it as the main culprit. No. I guess I've never made a public recipe with it. Let me see. What was it? Rings? Or wait, am I doing flakes now? Yeah, it's rings. No, there ain't. No, that's old. Pine train. Yeah, I guess I've never mixed with it. That was. Yeah, but I both of Flavor West I didn't find to be exceptional. And also, thanks, Eddie, for all the timestamps. I didn't like um. So Fruit Loops taste like artificial fruit. Like if you eat them individually, they all kind of taste the same. They all just taste like sweet, no name fruit. Like honestly, like apparently people taste each one and are like this one tastes like this. No, I've tried each of them individually, and they all kind of taste like maybe different colors. Like they don't taste like an actual fruit, at least to me. And I didn't like Looper commercial. You were good. All the ones that I seemed to like had something where it was a very rare flavor, and they eventually went out of business. Or the flavor, it's like the recipe itself. Similar to Twist Honeydew Chew, I don't know what happened around 2019, but the recipe changed. 2018, 2019. Um, I I I think the same thing happened with cereals. A lot of my favorite cereal recipes from 2018 and prior, they're either gone or completely different. A lot of Keep It 100, when the owner passed away, R.I.P. Uh, a lot of those recipes, I feel like they changed to some degree. Whether they changed the percentages, the flavors, I don't know. Uh, but in general, like I didn't like Looper. Everyone praised it, and then I tried it, and I was like, I didn't like it. Another one that people really loved was Serial Killer, and I thought it was good, like 6 or 7 out of 10. Like I thought it was good, but I didn't think it was the best. My favorite cereals ever was that Courage 1111 that I showed you, as well as uh, why am I having a brain fart? Original Cinnaru Cloud Thieves. That was another one I liked. Didn't But there was a lot of popular cereal ones that I didn't like. Looper, I didn't like. Uh, who else made? There was. It's been so long since I tried commercial brands, but most of them I didn't really like. Like a famous one was Jam Monster. Everyone praises Jam Monster. Like, oh my god, I gotta clone this. I thought, they were great at getting people into it. You know what I mean? They're everywhere. But I was just always like, my philosophy was like, yeah, it's good, but it's not worth what it does to my coils. Like, it's not that good. Whereas, like, Honeydew Chew, like, at its heyday, when it tasted how it did, I would throw my coil away every day. That's how good it was. Like, take my pot and just chuck it. Take my coil with the cotton, whole thing, re-wick and all. That's how good it was. Whereas Jam Monster, I wanted. We've reached the part of the episode where I just talk crap about whatever. Yeah, it was huge back then, and I tried so much for the channel, for the companies I worked for, and a lot of them are bad, y'all. Like I think part of it is like, all right, yeah, y'all try a commercial U liquid slowly, right? But I would be trying like so many flavors a day that like a lot of them were just like mid. Like I tried I can't even remember the company, but Cereal Killers company. I tried every single flavor they made. Like no joke. They sent it to us, or my friend had it. I don't remember, but it was like 10 to 20 like flavors or recipes. Uh, yeah, not a lot of good stuff. I think a lot of people are fortunate because they have people that prevent them from getting these bad commercial e-liquids. But when you try, like imagine you went to your shop right now or to any website. Imagine you have literally tried most of those. You've seen the light and you've seen the dark. And trust me, there's a lot more dark. You guys get guided the right way. Yeah, it's 9 south. I It wasn't bad, but there's no way it's the number one uh, cereal recipe of all time. A lot of people are like, "This is the best one ever," and I'm like, that thing doesn't kill anything. That's like a cereal stunner, like a stun gun. Like, you know what I mean? But you're okay. My favorite are two, and without a doubt, my favorite non-fruity, cinnamon toast crunch or French toast crunch. A little bit different, but something toast crunch. My favorite fruity one, without a doubt, Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles has, I don't like too much crunch. I like it a little soggy, a little crunchy, and Fruity Pebbles is the best at that, as well as it has a combination of not scraping your mouth and having really good after cereal milk. So that's my favorite. Another good honorable mention before my addiction to Reese's, I actually like Reese's Puff cereal. I don't know why, but I used to be addicted to that. So those are like my top three. Illuminate, that is literally so the combination of one of our presidents. I'm afraid to say names, but um threatened us. So I was like, I need to learn. So I learned it, as well as eventually I tried it for 6 months and I lost motivation. So I went back to commercial, and then I kept spending money on e-liquid, and I'm getting like heavily discount because I work at the shop. So I'm paying $5 to $10, so I'm like, I'm doing okay. And even with that, I was like, this is garbage. Most of what I found was garbage. The last good line that I had was the Encanto de Sabaros, whatever, the Fogging Out with Batman line. That line was fantastic. Um, but yeah, another one that was good before I left was High Life or High Drip. High Drip? I think it's High Drip. They made simple uh, 1-2 flavors and was very sweet, but I mean, yeah, this is it. But I really liked because they made like white peach strawberry, like what was it? Dewberry, strawberry honeydew. That was one of my favorites. And then they also have guava strawberry. They made very good flavors that I liked. But besides that, there was a lot of stuff I was trying that was just very disappointing. It is what it is. Now I don't have to worry about it. The only thing I have to worry about is uh, sleep time. But how long have we been on? I gotta go get food. I gotta eat and order food. Why are people stealing Stanley Cups? Because they're expensive. Almost 2 hours. Alright. Sounds good. Alright. Well, actually, I shouldn't have exited that because I should do some promotion for my friends. Oh, what happened there? Ah, it moved away. I remember that video. Alright. So, Sam and Linda, where are they? Where are they? Nectarine is coming up. Nectarine is coming up. Gonna be a good episode. Let's take a look at what you can make. There's Nectarine. So we actually have a wide, usually there's a little bit lacking on like the nuts or something like that, giggity. But you got a good lineup here of stuff you can do. Nectarine apricot is like duh, and orange, like that's easy. But there's a lot of stuff that nectarine is good with that you wouldn't know, like ginger. It's pretty good with that. And never tried it with nuts. And of course, it's going to be in liquor. There's tons of liquors that emphasize citrus. So it's going to be a good episode. I think it will be fun to see, what people do. Uh, so please go do that. You can hashtag TMA. Will get you in our realm. Well, that's not, but you know what I mean. If you hashtag TMA, as well as there is some going on at EOR. So, like I said, hashtag TMA your any recipes that you do for the show, and then we'll find it. And then there's a mix along from March going on. So the mix along from March is going to be alcoholic. That sounds darker than what it needs to be, but yeah, that is it. So if you want to join, I'm gonna copy and paste that right now and post it in the chat. If you haven't already, you can read all the rules. Shout out to all the EOR people, Rocky and Fiddy and all the crew doing this. This is pretty cool. As well as that's also where like I post the links. Oh, someone replied. Chocolate cream. Yep, I posted there. What else was and then you can also go to Facebook, and you can find us here. And this is pretty. Oh, now I know how to do that. So you can go here, and this is where I do several things. So I always post a little warner or whatever, like 30-minute countdown kind of deal. Linda and them post every now and then, like if they're canceling or something like that. As well as I do reviews a lot. That's kind of how we figure out what's coming up. Like I got to do a Cherries episode. Sam's going to be on that one. It also has the rules and everything for the show. TMA, the Mixer's Almanac, if you want to see. I don't care about that right now, but yeah, you can check that out. I will post that in chat right now. No, nectarine would be great with honey. Honey nectarine. It would be good with vanilla. It would be good with, I think even hazelnut might work if you have a honey hazelnut nectarine, and you take the hazelnut and kind of try to attach it to the honey. I think that would work. But I mean, like I said, you don't know until you try, and you never know if things are going to be good unless you do them. Uh, and part of the reason why I like making weird stuff is I like to take my palate and confuse it, trick it, have some new on there, giggity. And that usually can lead to either unique things that you never thought of, or it can lead to new ideas, or it can lead to some on your palate that you didn't like or you thought you didn't like, and then yo. Yeah, TMA. Yeah, what else? Where else can you find us? That's it, right? Uh, yeah, but don't forget to hit the, well, I don't have it here, but hit the notification button. And if you are not getting notifications, make sure to unsubscribe and subscribe and hit the notification bell again, or you can unnotify and then notify again. It happens to who I subscribe to, and I am subscribed to, I think, 1,000 people now. Subscriptions, I have a lot. I've been doing this for a long time. Okay, does it tell me how many? Manage. No. I didn't purchase this. I keep getting free subscriptions from random ones. I don't know. I don't know where you can see you. Maybe it's under you. Playlist, like videos, watch later, your clips. By the way, if you want to learn about just the science and literal coffee beans, this video, 49 minutes, fantastic. Literally after this, I'm a professional. Literally, like it's great video. But yeah, I have a lot of subscribers, and I don't, or not subscribers. I don't have a lot of those, but thank you. I have a good amount for what I do. I do. Um, but yeah, I follow 1,000, and a lot of times the bells just stop working. So turn them off, turn them back on. It works again. It's really annoying, but you can do that if you'd like. That way you can stay up to date. Because sometimes I go early, sometimes I don't. But as I said, that will be coming up, the Nectarine episode, and then Biddy, you still haven't sent it, so we're gonna do lemons and lemonades next week. So what I'll do is I'll edit it. And this takes. I love that I do this live. By the way, most people would be ashamed. I don't give a yeah. So we're gonna move that to there, to the 22nd. Then we're gonna come back. Eventually, we're gonna come back. Okay, we're gonna come back. We're gonna come on the back. There we go. Then we go up to Lemonados, and we click on it. And then edit video. We're gonna move this on up to the east side. Find a piece of that apple pie, you know what I'm talking about? There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Then we click back here, and it should be good. So we'll do lemonades next. This mango episode is going to be a long one anyway, so the longer I take the prep and the more flavors I get, can't go wrong. So 315, 322, that looks right. So next week will be lemonades. I really like this picture. Good. It's got like, you can even see like the eyeballs, like very unique. And then there's a reflection on the eyeballs as well. Pretty cool. But yeah, that is, I think, all the. Oh no, and yeah, if you can, you know, you can subscribe to my Patreon. It will help out. I got you. You'll be my lucky number 3. I only got 2, which is Ploppy and Shane. Shout out to them. But that helps me get any kind of. I'll take every single mango that you can think of, and I'll test them. So whatever you feel, you're sending it to me, Fiddy. So whatever you feel like you want to send it, and I'll test whatever it is, good or bad. Well, send the good ones. Don't worry about the bad ones, unless they're green. I like Shisha Mango VTA for the green note, so don't mind green. Thank you, Fiddy. When are you doing coffee? I only drink cold brew. I don't really every flavor. That sounds like they're bad. Are they that bad that you'll send every single that's some TPA or TFS type level. Tell you what, I'll send you all my TFS. Yeah, I do cold brew. I use the Bodum 51 ounce French press. It kind of looks like this. I think this is it. No, it's not. Yeah, this one. I think that's it. But it looks like this. Today, what I did is this one. This company makes good. They're flavored beans, but you know how like you have Starbucks and it's like there's so much flavor in there that you don't. Oh, this is the next one I need. You don't get anything else. You know what I mean? Basically, they ruin it. So this is like, you get the coffee in there, but you're also getting pumpkin creme brulee. The caramel is kind of light in there. It's a dark caramel, but this is fantastic. I love it. I mean, in the realm of pumpkin spice and how overly sweet crap they are, this is fantastic because it's actual coffee. And I don't add cream. I add 3 sugars. I prefer, equal, or no, sweet and low. I prefer sweet and low or equal, but sweet and low is better because I use less. I don't want to add too much sugar. Um, and I never add cream. Never. I don't like cream in my coffee. I want my coffee to taste like coffee or flavored coffee. And if it's going to be flavored coffee, I want to taste coffee. I don't want I don't want caramel with coffee. I want coffee with caramel. Um, but this was a fantastic one. The other one that I got, uh, it's steeped, it's done, is Zombie Desert. That one is um steep in, or well, it's already steeped, but it's hazelnut and creamy body and smooth finish. It just got a thick body and smooth finish, not a lot of hazelnut. But I really like this company. They do some cool stuff, like uh, so what they do in Bolivia is they take farmers who are stuck in the cocaine trade and they get them on to making coffee. And the reason why they are able to do this is because they pay them well to the point where they don't have to go back. And if I'm correct, I think he said 5 or 6 families he's saved from doing this, which is pretty cool. Another one that I got, coffee. This is tangent. Um, is I was trying to get local, not local, but like places that are home to me in some kind of sense. So I tried to get local to Virginia as well as I have connections to West Virginia, so I tried to get that. So they had, I was going to order from here to begin with, but they have this, which is coffee for Kasa, which is great because it teams up with Kasa for Kids, which is an organization dedicated to supporting abused and neglected children in the community of 2 counties around there. And what's really cool is if you know these counties, there has been a ton of addictions and homelessness and poverty, and it's slowly coming up, but at the same time you have a lot of these kids that are just, the crossfire, and they get hurt and neglected and abused and skinny, and it's very sad in that area. Then part of the reason why I'm tough is because my parents would put me up in that area, uh, and put me to work on the farm and stuff like that, teach me how to work hard, so I be grateful when I don't have to work hard. And a lot of these kids, they don't have the opportunity whatsoever to get out of poverty. Some kids don't even graduate elementary, middle school, let alone high school, and they still make it. But this is a great cause. So that is another one that I accidentally ordered ground. I wanted whole beans, so I got to get through it quick. I got it. I got it in the vacuum seal kind of deal, yo. So I'll get a year out of them, but I prefer whole beans so I can make it as I do. But yeah, that's that. So enough shameless promotion. I don't think there's anything else. This is coming up next week. Hope to see you there. If you like, subscribe to the Patreon. I would appreciate that. Uh, yeah, uh, I mean, you can send them to me if they're, unless I don't want you to, if they're terrible. I don't want them. Send me the good ones. Yeah, it's that I was gonna get. They had so all theirs is themed around where they are. So like they have a Lone Star train, some are dark. They have a really dark roast that I wanted to get because I love medium dark roast. I like no acidity or fruits in my coffee. But as soon as I saw that, I said, screw that. I think a certain percentage goes to them. They have to make their money. But they're amazing to what they have done to Terra Alta, West Virginia, which has had a huge drug. Uh, and I know, like, a lot of people are sitting here like, oh yeah, there's probably two. No, I mean the whole city at one point was addicts. Like, legitimately, percentage wise, there was more. We're talking about 3/4, 4/5. We're getting close. Um, it was a bad area. Not even that long ago. I went there probably like 5, 6 years ago to a resort out there because I found a good deal on it. And that area, we're talking about pre-COVID, was hurting, hurting. There's not much there. Uh, and the opiate addiction and all that in West Virginia is pretty bad. A lot of people, they find these crutches because what else are you gonna do out there? But it has Terra Alta, Terra Alta. So it has gone through a lot. Uh, Typical West Virginia. Once the coal and the mining and all the money left, they were kind of screwed. They had 1,400 people around the time I visited, um, and it's right here, right on the borderline of Maryland. And it's a cute little town, and don't get me wrong, but you could tell, uh, not now, I haven't been there recently, so I ain't gonna talk, but about 5, 6 years ago, you could tell it was meth land. You know what I mean? Uh, it was bad. But because of companies like Portland Coffee uh, and the community, it from what I've seen, this is where I was, right here, Alpine Lake. And you can tell just by the workers here back then. Now apparently they're better. You're like, dang. You can tell, the teeth are lacking and the chattering is still going. Uh, but luckily, slowly, because you probably live in a state where your politicians care about your body, meaning they want you to stay alive. They might not care about you individually, but they would prefer if you stayed alive for taxes or whatever, economy. West Virginia, they don't really care what happens to you. Now it's gotten a lot better. The last governor has done, or whoever's governor, senator, I don't know who. There's one guy, he's doing a lot to bring income from visitors and tourists, which is honestly how you make money out there is tourism. They make money in the summer to last through the winter. Uh, so uh, West Virginia is a beautiful state. And so now it seems they're starting to care. But a lot of these people grow up, and you can tell just by the roads they don't care. They said the mating call back in the day in West Virginia was you shake a bottle with pills in it. Hey, Illuminate, I'm here too. And they're not cheap. So give me the address. Just kidding. No, but I love it out here. I love I love this area of the South. Uh you're a couple hours from the ocean and you're an hour from the mountains. And I've just always loved the mountains. I've always loved nature. I've always loved uh the welcoming nature of country people. So it's just what I love. But it's always been a shame, The state has gone through so much. Fun fact: West Virginia has the least flat land out of all 50 states. It's the most mountainous per whatever. It is really crazy, but I just love it out there. It's quiet. You can smell. If you live in the city, you don't know what smelling's like because as soon as you leave, you start to smell. You can see the stars. Um, Fireworks are better out there. Trust me. It's just overall, it's a better life. Convenience is where it hurts. Healthcare is where it hurts. The education system is where it hurts. So, like raising family out there, I don't know. You want to live next to a hospital, next to a big town, and you don't want to have kids. Or, well, you can have kids, but you want to do a lot of research on where they go. You live next to that means you live next to something. Like if you where does it smell like? If you live near a dump or the ones that part like I don't know what they call 'em, mills, I guess, or lumberjack, if you live next to machinery and stuff like, or well, depends if you live next to a farm, like pig farms and cow farms. If they don't clean up regularly, it can get a little stinky. Yeah, farms don't smell good, but I guarantee they smell better than New York. I don't know. I'd rather smell cow shit than human shit. It's true. I hate New York. Not the people, just how they. I don't like cities like that. Ooh, yeah. West Virginia don't do that much. It's much more. Most people do natural processes because people don't go out there, to make money. Like if you have these companies that go out there and they try to make money off of tourists, but as soon as you go into a West Virginia town, if you do any research, you will find mom and pops that are just way better. There's no big corporations can't make it out there. McDonald's can make it, but they're not gonna put it in the middle of nowhere. They'll put it in like Oakland, Maryland, or like Romney, West Virginia, or like those bigger small towns. But they're not gonna put it in like Bismarck, West Virginia, or even Wardensville, West Virginia. They're not gonna do that, which is nice. I like that. I like small shops as well as I want to get a farm. I want to have chickens and cows and vegetables. I want to rely on no one for food. I mean, if you work remotely, that's what I'm probably going to have to do. I'm going to have to figure out how to when I get older, 10, 15 years from now, I'm going to have to figure out how to make money out there, but I definitely want to move west, away from DC and Maryland and all that. And just 95 in general. I want to go to the sticks. But that's the rule. You have to be about 20, 30 minutes from a hospital. And a good one. Oakland, Maryland has a good hospital. You could probably go to Morgantown, Charlestown, one of those big cities. But you need to be near a hospital. Yeah. I just checked how much I pay to rent a basement. I could get a house. A whole fucking house rented. In my area. Not even my area, but like 3 hours away west. Ridiculous. Not a townhouse. A physical house. I could rent out 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 2 levels for only $100 more than what I paid for a 1 bedroom basement. Yeah, it's crazy out here. Crazy out here, bro. $1 million house in probably your county or any other county is going to be closer to 3 to 5 million here. If you find a $300,000 house in your area, 2 story, whatever, don't matter. $300,000 house, it will be a million here. Crazy. Yeah, but if you want to move to West Virginia, then let me know. Let me guide you, because first and foremost, you want to go north. The south, it's a little bit too redneck. I turned 36 on Tuesday. Wait, no, in like 2 weeks. I'm older. I just don't look it. East Coast is cheaper, unless you're in New York, Florida, or around DC. But if you go to North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, the sticks of Virginia, the sticks of Maryland, even the sticks of Pennsylvania, it's not that bad. It's not bad at all. But if you go New York, Jersey, Boston, uh, Eastern Virginia, Eastern Maryland, DC, Or if you're following along the beaches, like if you're in Nag's Head and Bethany and Rehoboth and all of those, then yeah, you're gonna pay a lot. I mean, there's townhouses in Old Town Alexandria, which is right along the Potomac or the ocean. I don't know, whatever. It's along large bodies of water, right? Their houses are like 2 million for a townhouse. For a townhouse. When all those like protests were going out, people in the townhouses in DC that had people all outside their houses, they were paying millions of dollars to live there. Like 2, 3 millions for those houses. For those little townhouses, little skinny bricks. Not even as big as this picture right here. Like like half of this. Like 2 windows and down. They're paying 2 million for. It's ridiculous around here. But that's not the reason why I want to leave. It's just I want peace. I want quiet. I want nature. I want the ability to see animals. I want to see the sky. I want to smell things that I prefer to smell versus smog. As well as if we ever flood, got to hit the mountain. But I don't know. It's a love hate thing for both. Both have pros and cons. You know, education wise, city's better. Health wise, city's better. For mental health, I think the country's better. So, yeah, yeah. 50. So, like, besides LA, I don't think there's anything that compares to pricing on the East Coast. Like, for the big, like, LA pretty much matches New York. If anything, New York's worse. I see people pay thousands of dollars for a bedroom. Like, it's ridiculous. Florida's another one, but Florida's more property, not rent extremes. It's just property extremes. But like the taxes in Cali, oh, the taxes in Cali, oh, bro, five, I'm done. Just the taxes alone, you know. But yeah, Seattle's another big one. Or Washington, Vegas. But I think if you take the big three from the West Coast, let's say LA, Vegas, Seattle, maybe like San Diego. Let's go 3 states. So let's do Seattle, Vegas, and LA. And you compare it to like Miami, DC, and New York. I feel like New York and DC are just slapping the crap. Like I think the only way West Coast takes up is their taxes in LA are probably significantly worse. I don't know for sure, but those three are huge. But then if you take, like Alabama, Mississippi alone, or if you have a remote job, you're rich there. Let's just face it. Kentucky, Tennessee, West Virginia, parts of North Carolina. These are areas where, families grow up very relatively. Ohio, if you're living remote in Ohio, you might be a king. You might be a king. I remember back in the day, and it's probably not too crazy. You could rent a whole house. My friend rented a whole house for $250 a month. This was like 2010, so not too crazy long ago. But I'm pretty sure now you can find houses for 5 to 1,000 in Ohio. But like I said, you're in Ohio, which respect to Ohio, it is, great people are from there, but the state is neglected, a little bit too Michigan. But that's it. That's me talking crap about all the coasts. Yeah, I don't know. Everywhere is expensive. Texas is now expensive too. Like, I mean, if you're in the sticks in Texas, yeah, but if you're in Dallas, San Antonio, even if you go to like Albuquerque or I can't think of one in Arizona, but those big cities are pretty bad too. I just realized I forgot everything that exists in Arizona. What the hell is in Arizona? Flagstaff? I got one. Yeah, the whole Southwest, besides Cali, is completely neglected and ignored. It's kind of unfortunately, especially New Mexico. I've known people that lived in New Mexico. Man, oh man, that's the West Coast version of West Virginia. They don't, the state just don't give a shit. Colorado's expensive too. We forgot about that. I count that as the West Coast, I guess. It's on the line. It's on the line of like Midwest, West, whatever. Y'all can have them. It's cold. I wouldn't mind living in Alaska for like 6 months of the year when it's like 60s and above, or 50s and above, 40s and above. Like that would be cool, man. Like Alaska's beautiful. See, the thing is, the most beautiful states are the most ignored states. Montana, West Virginia, Alaska, uh, the Carolinas, Kentucky is beautiful. It's basically West Virginia, like the same kind of climate and altitude and terrain, whatever is the proper word. But yeah, I think we reached over 2 hours. I gotta pee. Obviously, I drank enough coffee to put down most people. Uh, all it does is make me sleepy. I think that's what we'll do, and then see if people like it. Well, why can't I think of his name? The Bonza guy. Why can't I think of it? You can't. Bogan. Bogan does his beer thing, So does Grim. Why can't I, do my coffee thing? Just a little short little advertisement. I think I'll do that every now and then. If you want to go camping, head up to Davis, West Virginia, that area of Preston County. Blackwater Falls is I can't pronounce it, but the Monongalia, I can't pronounce it, but that whole area of Preston, Tucker County is absolutely amazing. Give it a try. There's plenty of lodges and camping you can do out there. All the way from Ekins, Parsons, ton of places to go out there. Camp on the river, camp on the mountains, tons. Yeah, that area is I'll probably move around there, or maybe down the mountain. I might be down 48, or I might go up. But around there, that's close to Oakland, Maryland's hospital. You got to be smart when you live out there. If you get bit by a snake, if you break something, if you cut yourself, you need to get to where you need to get ASAP. But you won't, for like going to the sticks, you need to go to established flat ground kind of areas. Like Thomas is not flat, so I would recommend living in Davis. But then again, Thomas is going to be quieter, minus the purple fiddle. But even then, like, you live like 2 miles away, are you really going to hear them? I don't know. But I love that area. I just think my potential for full happiness would be out there compared to here. Like, I think I could be happy. I think I could be content. But I think to truly find peace, I would have to go out. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the coffee thing a little bit. Maybe not reviews just right away, because I'll be honest, I don't know the proper terms. I just know what I taste and what I want, as well as I don't like light roast. Well, I like all roasts. I don't like fruity or acidity, which is more common in light roasts. So like I'm not the most versatile. I'm not James Hoffman or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna get off. I need to fix my neck. I feel like the dude in Men in Black. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that guy. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you're willing to share. You can always Venmo me or sign up for my Patreon. I would like to, like, maybe when I get a certain amount of give away my flavors to all of them, like once I get to 10 or something like that, because I really want to get rid of a lot of flavors, both good and bad, just in general. Cut my stash down to 1,500 or 2,000, somewhere around there would be nice. But yeah, if you like, you can. No pressure. I don't care. I love the support either way. I'll see you TMA, the Mixer's Almanac, for Nectarine, which is Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern Time, whatever they call it. And then next week, we're going to do lemons and lemonades, both of them. And yeah, and then eventually we'll do mango. Thanks to Fiddy for sending out those rare ones. Please don't send me the bad flavors or flavors. But anyways, y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Like I said, I'm looking at you. Stop. Focus. Look at me. I appreciate you. Pointing at you directly. Awkward. Eye contact. Very awkward. I know. But I appreciate you. Okay? That's me tapping you on the back. A sign of appreciation. I probably broke my camera for that, but it's worth it. You have a good day and a good weekend, or good month, good year, good decade, century, millennium. I don't know what's after that. Trillium, and whatever's after that. Anyways, I will see y'all later. Gonna play some music on the way out. I'll see you next week. And yeah, y'all have a great weekend. Let's go with, what's something we could play? Which one? Is this a good one? Nah, I just like this one. I'll see y'all. That's not it. We can do this one. Y'all have a great weekend. Thanks for joining. See y'all, folks. Thank you once again.
Zigzag.